Hi, and welcome back to the channel Rooted and Radiant. So, this is episode number 5 of A Cup of Healing, and I'm always so grateful that we are here and doing this. If any one of you is getting any help with these videos, I'll be so grateful to know that. Before we begin, take a slow sip of your tea or coffee, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to be fully present for these next few moments. So, today's conversation is about something we hear often but don't always understand, and it's gratitude. Not the kind that asks you to pretend everything is perfect, but the kind that quietly carries you through imperfect days. When life feels heavy, gratitude can sometimes feels impossible. Maybe you are going through heartbreak, maybe you are overwhelmed with work, maybe you are worried about your future, or maybe you are simply having one of those days where nothing feels right. During times like these, people often says just be grateful, and honestly that can feel frustrating. I can understand that. Because gratitude isn't about pretending your plan doesn't exist. It's not about forcing a smile when your heart feels tired. Real gratitude says, yes, this is difficult, and there is still something beautiful can hold on to today. I've realized that gratitude doesn't always have to be big. Sometimes it's incredibly small. It's the warmth of a cup of tea in your hands, or the sounds of birds outside your window, a message from someone who thought of you, a peaceful sunset after a long day, or simply the fact that you made it through today. Even if today wasn't easy, someday surviving is enough, and that deserve gratitude too. I've also noticed something interesting. The more I started looking for tiny moments of beauty, the more I began noticing them everywhere. Not because my problem disappeared, but because my attention changed. Gratitude doesn't remove challenges, it just changes where our heart chooses to rest. Think about a garden. Even after heavy rain, flowers still find a way to bloom. Not because the storm never happened, but because life quietly continues. Maybe we are likely that too. Maybe healing doesn't come from waiting for a perfect life. Or maybe healing comes from noticing the little moments that reminds life is still offering us hope. A warm meal, a deep breath, a kind stranger, a page in your journal, a peaceful morning. These moments may seem ordinary, but when we truly notice them, they become extraordinary. Gratitude doesn't erase pain. It simply reminds us that pain isn't the only thing present in our lives. There's still kindness, there's still beauty, there's still hope, and sometimes hope begins with something as simple as saying, today wasn't easy, but I'm thankful I kept going. Before we finish today's cup of healing, I'd like to think about this question. What is one small thing that brought you comfort today? It doesn't have to be life changing. Maybe write it in your journal tonight. Over time, you'll create a collective of small moments that reminds you how much beauty still exists even on difficult days. So thank you for sharing this cup of feeling with me. If today's conversation resonated with you, I love to hear one thinking you're grateful for today. It can be something as simple as a warm cup of tea, or a great moment, or a kind smile. Sometimes your answer might become the reminder that someone else needs. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, stay rooted, and stay radiant. Thank you so much.